With us here today, and nobody wants to be preached to from Hollywood. And do I have to hear Kobe up there on a Sunday night telling me love for children and love for wife, on and on and on, when we can go back to a story back in Colorado 10, 12 years ago? Do I got it? Do I have to hear that now? Gotta be fair. Gotta be fair. Let's call it like we see it. Do I have to hear that? I don't mind him winning the Oscar. Who knows? I would never see that documentary. But, I mean, I don't have that. I don't have a problem with that. But please, please, please. That I can't listen to. That's tough. He paid the girl off. That I can't listen to. That's tough to take. Gotta be honest. And Hollywood's got to wake up and realize that, you know what, middle America, which is where you're going to get your audience anyway. All right, there's only so many people who got TV sets in New York City and Los Angeles and San Francisco. You have to look. You have. I mean, remember, I'm a Democrat, and I voted for Clinton. It's a little much, and you vomit watching that show. And I have no issues with, I mean, Kimmel to a certain degree. I mean, he's got to play along so he gets those jobs. But it's make it about the goddamn movies. Excuse my French. Please. Here's Jimmy in Cleveland. He's with us here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Jim, good afternoon. How are you today?
First, the thing I disagree with you on. Birdman was a great movie.
Oh, Birdman stunk.
Stunk. No, it was a great movie. But everything else I agree with you on. And I'd just like to outline a couple of them. First, hearing Kobe, it's like hearing Ray Lewis. I mean, it's really tough.
It's a good comparison. I mean, listen, Ray Lewis it's murder. It's different. But I can't listen to the athlete up there extolling virtues on the missus and the children when he's got that kind of past. And listen, I'm not knocking. Everybody can make mistakes. Who cares? But I just take your Oscar, thank the Academy, and get off the stage. Don't be telling me about how much you want to be the greatest father in the world. I can't listen to it. It's not fair. Because he wasn't trying to be the greatest father in the world that weekend. I can guarantee you that. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, mistakes are one thing. Those mistakes that those two individuals made they're a little bit beyond mistakes, in my opinion. But so the other thing is with Hollywood, first off, all of the talent has migrated to TV, as you're noticing. I know you're a big Breaking Bad guy now. All the talent, the like really good talent writing-wise, is moving to TV at this point, and you're left with the dregs at the Hollywood level. And I would say, as far as Hollywood is concerned, I find myself as a liberal, I can't stand hearing Hollywood. What they're doing now is they're overcorrecting, right? They made a bunch of mistakes, crashed and burned in one side of the highway. Now they're overcorrecting and going to the other side. And it's just like, listen, Hollywood, you guys screwed up. You guys are hypocritical, just like our politicians. We don't need you to come out and start saying, hey, look, we love everyone. We're for everyone. Look, we don't need it. Just do your job and just get on with it. But
Bottom line is Hollywood had a lot of chances over the last 10, 15 years to stop the creep Weinstein and never did it. And don't tell me they didn't know. That's a bunch of nonsense. Don't tell me nobody had whispers about what was going on. I will disagree with you on the accomplished star, because I'm sorry, to be Meryl Streep is harder to do as far as greatness is concerned than Claire Danes. I'm sorry. Tom Hanks is better. Daniel Day-Lewis is better than Bryan Cranston. I'm sorry. He's just better. It's just something you can say. It's harder to be. TV is different. You can always find a niche on TV. You don't have to. It's right in front of you if you're a consumer. You don't have to go out necessarily and go to the theaters. It's a totally different. To go to a movie to see a movie star, to be that kind of that marketable, takes a better talent. You're great actors and actresses in America. Well, they also come from the theater, but you're great actors and actresses. Laurence Olivier, for example, they didn't work on TV. They work in Hollywood. Let's call it like we see it. All right. Spencer Tracy did not do television. Humphrey Bogart did not do television. Katharine Hepburn did not do television. Right? Did not. Now, some can do both, but the real great performer does it in Hollywood, not on TV. Here's Jimmy in Southern California. Jim, good afternoon. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Chris, how are you?
Hi, Jim. Nice to talk to you. What's happening now? What do you have?
My man, you are killing me today. You know what? First of all, let me just say, obviously there's a huge difference between judging sports and judging movies. We know what a great game is. We know what a great quarterback is. We know what a great athlete is. But movies, it's a different ball of wax. There's greatness, there's taste, etc. Okay, Shape of Water, first of all, I don't know where you're getting information from. Is it Tori? It's a great film.
No, Tori didn't see it. Tori hasn't seen a movie since Godfather. Tori didn't see it.
What's that?
Tori hasn't seen a movie since The Godfather. I'm only going what? I'm only, was it about a monster in the bathtub? You can't sit there and tell me that Shape of the Water is an all-time, is an Oscar award-winning movie. That you can't tell me. That's not fair. That you can't tell me. You want to tell me it's different? You want to tell me it's...
Hold on. You just got to judge this year. What's this year? Sure, against The Godfather, no. French Connection, no. You got to judge what's in front of you this year. It's a heck of a film. It's very artistic, very good. But what I'm saying is, listen, I think you're being a little too harsh on the show. Kimmel, he was good. Kept it going. It's tough, What are you going to do? You have all these issues. He's trying to make it funny. He goes across the street. There are some good laughs. If you look at the shows in yesteryear with Hope and these guys and Crystal, there were some down moments. There were some good moments. It's not easy over 3.5 hours to put together.
I'd rather not pick on Kimmel too much because I think it is an impossible job. I do understand that. And to put together these skits and everything else, I think going across the street, throwing out hot dogs like it was T-shirts at a ball game, that's a little rough. I mean, I don't need to see that. All right? That is so staged. That is ridiculous. I mean, that is all staged. And they actually, when they went to the commercial break, they talked about you can see it on Instagram, and then they showed you a guy with the phone on Instagram. I mean, that is so programmed. Show again. Show the movies. I don't know what they got a great product in front of them, and they're afraid to show it to you. They show you in little clips, these little 30-second clips, a little vignette for a few minutes. Show me the movies. Show me the movies. I understand I got to deal with the documentary guy, and I got to deal with the screenplay adaptation with the screenplay, and I understand I got the lighting director, the costumes director. We have to reward everybody that night. I have to live with that. But show me the movies. That's the most important thing. Show me the movies. And I'm sorry. Now, I didn't see it, so that is fair. I have no desire to see it. I wouldn't see it if the director came to my house tonight and gave me a private showing and turned on the curtains and gave me a cocktail and said, Chris, let's watch. I wouldn't watch that Shape of Water, whatever it's called, under any circumstances. And I'm a moviegoer. Yeah, I go to the movies. I go to 1 million of them. I buy them. I rent them. I go out. I see kids' movies. I saw It. I saw Happy Death Day. I mean, I see them all. I go to the movies on more than one occasion. And if I had to give you I had to look at all the movies made this year. If I had to give you my top 5 to 8, none of the movies last night were in it. None of them. I might make a case for Billboards. I might. But that movie had no closure to it, had unnecessary language. It beat you over the head with the poor language. There are some issues. Sam Rockwell gets beaten up, and then he shows up at the same hospital with a guy who has been tormenting for years and beating him up, and all of a sudden in the same room. There's a lot of things in that have some issues with it. She's great, and he did a hell of a job, and so did our little pal there, Woody Harrelson. Not a great movie. Not a great movie. Good movie. Not a great movie. You see any of these movies there, Jacob Wilkins?
Yes. No, I chuckled not in mockery, but my parents, who I think are around your age, had the exact same reaction to Shape of Water. There was this, we're not seeing it. And I get the...
Did you see it yourself?
I didn't see Shape of Water, no. Not yet.
So you have a desire to see it?
Yeah, I'm curious.
You are? Did you see Darkest Hour?
No.
You see Dunkirk?
Yes. Didn't love that one.
Yeah, good. So at least you're on the same page. Dunkirk was similar. Nice job. They did a nice job with the cinematography. They did a nice job. Nice job. That was a piece of garbage. Let's call it like we see it. You couldn't understand them. No diet. You had nobody you could follow. Nobody you could root for. The actual movies has got to have a guy that you can identify with. A good movie. Even a story like Dunkirk, it's got to have something in there you can identify with. And Nolan, who did it, gave it nobody. Absolutely nobody. I will kill that movie. And I saw the movie twice. I put myself through that anguish of seeing that piece of garbage.
Why?
Because I thought, geez, did I miss something the first time?
Yeah, I had the same. I thought, I'm not the brightest bulb in the socket. I couldn't follow it.
Maybe I missed something. I'll go again. And I went the second time by myself. I saw it the first week it came out in Laguna Beach, California, with the family. And I saw it the next time by myself in October. And I walked out the second time, 2:30. I said, I can't take it anymore. Movie's ain't good.
Fair enough.
Here's Jacob Wilkins. He has Sports Bite. He's on Mad Dog Unleashed.